Hello YouTube, this is wolfhousegamer here, bringing you Rogue Lords gameplay. Hope you enjoy.
Many moons ago, mortals rose up against me and chased me down. They were led by demon hunters, wretched beings incapable of seeing the beauty of a corrupted world. My creatures and demons gave everything they had in the fight, but it was not enough. I was forced to leave the world of the living. Weakened, I returned to hell to survive. For years I consumed fresh souls to regain my power, but their numbers are fast diminishing. I cannot wait anymore. I must reclaim my rightful place. It is time to gather my forces once more. Those who signed a pact with me will do as I order. They will spread terror and corruption in my name. The time has come for my revenge.
Go to your fortress. From here you can launch ventures from the map of the new world. Read about your servants in the chart of this tables. Follow your progress. Map depicts the new world. Demon hunters put an end to your reign in this region 10 years ago. It is here that you'll choose mission for your disciples in your quest to venture. The further you progress in the game, the stronger your adversaries become. The overall difficulty of the game increases. The moment your adversaries are weak, take advantage of it and hard.
Many years ago, I was banished from the terrestrial plane by Van Helsing and his demon hunters. Since then, I have reigned over hell while awaiting the hour of my return. But things are changing. The souls of the deceased no longer descend into hell. Have humans become more virtuous? Or is there a new force conspiring to usurp my power? I recall into service my disciples, powerful beings who once made a pact with me. They can move freely in this region called the New World, where I was undone by Van Helsing. They will find him and exact my revenge upon him.
Control a group of disciples and choose one to represent the group. Navigate from zone to zone, choosing your route on the map. You have to complete the main activity in a zone before you can move on.
Through the renewed link with my disciples, I become aware of the situation in the New World. The demon hunters have increased their hold on the population. They are everywhere, on the roads, in the villages, patrolling and imposing a summary justice. On the other hand, no one has heard of the 6 artifacts stolen from me by Van Helsing during our last confrontation. If he is using them, he does not boast of it. My attention is drawn towards a new religion. The Sanctualumen, as it is called, is increasing its hold on humans. My disciples decide to go to one of its sanctuaries in order to learn more.
The map consultant. The book map shows the zones and paths for 2 chapters. Show you the special effects that affect certain zones during gameplay. First zone in each book is always fun. I'll go and says it's your main resource. If you run out, you lose. This is can be lost during combat or used to exert influence over the world mortals. Souls can be won during combat or events. They can be created through the Grim Reaper to obtain skills, increase the rarity of your skills you already have, or obtain relics. As you accumulate events in combats, the terror you inspire grows. Each increase produces a terror effect on the zone on a subsequent night and gives you advantages. For every 4 increase, you gain a level of terror, permanently improving your chance to obtain higher rank, rarity skills, and receive a relic. Select this approach to earn a skill at the end of the combat.
Heads will roll tonight.
At the beginning of each turn, your enemies announce the actions they are going to launch. 5 action points to share among your disciples in order to thwart their attack. Once you finish, your enemies play their announced actions. The new turn begins with your enemy's announcement of their intentions. Skill for her to launch. More than one skill. Full combat tends to have 2 gauges of health, one physical and one spiritual. These physical damage reduces the number of health potions, while inflicting spiritual damage reduces the number of spirit points. To defeat an enemy, you must reduce their health points or spiritual points to 0. And then inflict the same type of damage one last time. When you use a skill, you deplete its charge, and it can't be used again until it has been recharged. Each disciple possesses a recharge action implemented all their skills. Recharge action varies from one disciple to another. For example, some have bonus effects that can change the cost. Use your recharge action. Recharge all the disciple skills.
I feed in the darkness.
You have no more action points. When you have no more action points, play and your turn. When an enemy is reduced to 0 points or 0 virtual point, you do not die. You have to administer a death strike by inflicting damage on the same gauge. The cycle are also subject to vulnerability status. They do not die when they receive a death blow. Still, you consume diabolical potencies to become alive. You can complete the mission.
Oh. Another night, another conquest. Choose quickly.
Each
Evil
type
will
of
not spread
activity
by
has its own
itself.
set of specification. At the end of each combat, you receive a reward depending on your choice at the time of approach. You will regularly have a choice of 3 elements during field. Use the impending attack by 2. Inflict 2 to 5. 8. Some zones have an extra activity. It is optional and can be carried out before or after the main activity.
I heard you. You called me 3 times.
There are several ways to reduce inflicted damage. Skills that immediately diminish your minute damage. Stacks that protect your disciples or negatively affect your enemies. Mary's plus 13, which translates to physical skills that can only target the weakest adversary. Mary also possesses a mirror that as she places it in front of the enemy, of her choice when she recharges. Once her mirror is in place, all the skills she plays are reduced on the mirror's target. The enemy as a target.
Mirror, mirror, who shall die tonight?
That's the big.
I want to move on.
Stab. And your turn. The Headless Horseman is a battle-hardened soldier and can take blows and dish them out. He has reduction in damage and provocation status that allow him to redirect attacks to himself. When he suffers damage, his bitterness increases. At his maximum amount, his bitterness enables him to launch extremely potent skills. Following the holder resist status can be targeted by the adversary, shell, reduce damage to self-defense. Certain effects allow you to apply a status to a character. These can have a number of charges or a duration in charge. If they have charges, they'll lose one charge each time they are triggered. If they have a duration, it can be launched several times for as long as they are active. There are 6 statuses: type, enhancements, protection, cure, maneuver, control, and weakness. The character can hold only one status of each type. If another status of the same type is applied, please the first. If it is the same, its duration or number of charges increases.
Our duel is coming to its close.
Bleeding will kill the enemy. Dracula is a leader of man, but once a bloodthirsty warrior. He earned his longevity by extremely cautious in deadly situations. This experience has given him a number of skills that benefit his whole team, but when he becomes vulnerable, or reawakens, some of his skills become devastating. Each time the holder inflicts physical damage, they also feel restorative 5, permanent plus 4 HP effectiveness. Devil mode.
I shall have forged the world in my image.
Devil isn't held back by the same rules as Monos, and check the interface. This allows him to modify the health point, pressure point rules, or skills when the status is ranked. Only limit to his power is their cost and have full essence. One of your devil powers allows you to move statuses between combatants. Usually, grab one of the combatant statuses under the HP and speed gauges. Drag it under the gauges of the combatant you want to give it to.
Reality is but a toy to me. The limit to my power is my imagination.
Activating card. Since disciple is vulnerable and about to suffer damage, they'll protect it at the cost of any capital essence inflicted damage. If disciple is not vulnerable and about to suffer more damage than its current inferior state, damage circle is turned. However, an attack in several times causes limited damage application.
It's not over yet, mortal. The most severe punishments await you. I'm parched.
A short respite is in order.
What game are we? I want to dance.
A short respite is in order. Have permission to die.
I need blood.
Who should I kill?
It seems I got carried away. Darkness makes me stronger. Those who do not submit must die. With that, the humans will finally submit to my
First have
yoke.
3 levels of rarity, ordinary, wicked, and demonic. You obtain the skill for the 3rd time. If you refuse to get to form a skill with the next level of rarity. Afterwards, you'll discover a skill with higher rarity for the same stuff.
I am pleased with these offerings. Take them.
Skill maneuver. Order 8 HP. Order 8 HP, depending on where the damage is weakest. You can smell the noxious water of the stag even before you see the source. Or to see the more information. Or the stag bubble up in the form of fountains at certain spots around the world. You can use these waters to regenerate your double class. First, your disciple. You can only withdraw energy from the source one time. Your around the altar, awaiting your.
There's nothing like the vile waters of the Styx to invigorate me.
Enables you to use your powers, indicate your vitality. If you run out, you are.
Many humans lie dead among the roots of these trees. I quite like this place.
Still, occultism and plus the whisper.
What are my orders?
Disciple stop upon a young man shooting at a straw target with a crossbow. He starts when he notices them and points his weapon. You are. I recognize you. My master told me about you. You're the devil's emissaries. I'm going to annihilate you and become a legend in my own time. I'll be the greatest demon hunter ever. By his boasting, the kid can barely hide the fact that he's shaking in his boots. You could almost feel sorry for him. But his naivety annoys you. There must be a way to use him to your advantage. He had already fancied himself the new Van Helsing, even though he never looked evil in the face until a few minutes ago. Time has come to let him taste the secret horrors only you know. As unfold, you will have to make choices that influence how the story progresses and the rewards you receive. Certain actions are social tests and passing inner disciples characteristics. The actions that require a test have greater potential, but unless you cheat, you can take the risk of failing. Here, that
It's high time I interfered. I am irresistible. The dice were loaded from the start.
You give the orders, I carry them out.
this horseman, if there's a participant to make his worst nightmares come true, shadow creatures began crawling on the ground around him and over his skin. Anything goes when it comes to accomplish my mission, even magic. More, I want to see more. This shows your duty to master all the weapons in his arsenal.
It's not my head, but it'll do.
Save max health points, plus 1 physical damage.
Really? It's
Once
for
I
me!
take that, plus 4 max spurs.
It's not my head, but it'll do.
2 ruse, plus 1 physical damage, 5 max. Disciples sometimes react after some social tests, depending on their temper. Each disciple has more or less chances to react positively. Reaction can either only involve the disciple who just passed the test, or a conversation with another member of the team. Reactions generate a trait for at least one of the participants, either positive or negative, depending on the reaction's need. It was Terra, the apprentice hunter, tries to kill them, but there are only illusions, and he can't even touch them. Finally falls to his knees before he decides. Have pity, make them stop. I'll do whatever you want. He's a headless horseman. Mercy, what should you do with him? This horseman explains to him the only way to make the creature disappear is by killing the other demon hunters he knows. Without a second hesitation, the prince takes off running for the closest demon hunter refuge. It won't be long before the souls of those accursed upstarts are among your subjects.
Scream as loud as you can, condemned soul.
It's not my head, but it'll do.
Traits are permanent and affect the social and combat characters of the disciple who contains them. The disciple can also receive negative traits when they fail social tests or show negative reaction during that. Negative traits can be purged in the font of this. My page of the spellbook shows you the current stat of each of your disciple, including skills, combat, and social characteristics, traits, and ranks. On the second page, the spellbook shows you the relic you possess that are not linked to a specific disciple. These are your demonic powers.
I sense many souls here. I must have them all.
In a secret meeting place, hidden from mortals, your disciple meet Grim Reaper. It is time to do so. Numerous eyes observe you from underneath the Grim Reaper's hood. I have no idea what he does with all the souls you collect, but as long as he respects the deal he makes with you, it's not your concern.
Ah, a conductor of
The Grim Reaper
souls.
offers you skills and
All
relics in
those
exchange for his
innocent
soul.
souls I harvested
He
will
cannot think his
finally be of
skill you already
use.
possess, but to do so, he needs to keep the skill until the next time. Your disciple earns +2 in all their social. +1 max The double damage suffered by the holder. The holder begins combat with 2 haste.
Simple mortal trinkets. You'd better find a use for them.
At the beginning and end of your turn, suffer 4. Even more than skills, relics or power classes that help you progress, but they can be obtained from the Grim Reaper. And there are certain events, the surest way to get them is by defeating adversaries. Only to upgrade the rarity of a skill is to leave it to the Grim Reaper. The skill you leave will not be in your disciple's inventory anymore. Find a reminder of the skill next to the minimap. Grim Reaper will return the upgraded skill to you at the beginning of your next turn.
There's an altar to the light not far off. I can't bear its presence. My disciples enter the Sanctualumen's sanctuary and determine that it has well and truly replaced the old religions. Priest and warrior monks train to fight the creatures of the night. Vampires and werewolves rot in silver cages. My disciples swoop upon this new enemy, and soon lifeless bodies litter the sanctuary's floor. A handful of survivors are charged with spreading the word of my return. We then leave for the last known bastion of Van Helsing.
Your disciple observes some rare footprints in the mud. As they approach, they can sense the force of good and
The Curse will pay for that.
Are you kidding me?
This village is much too calm. Let us sow chaos in their midst. I shall reforge the world in my image.
Choose the zone which you want to create next.
The only limit to my power is my imagination.
Portal won't become active until you have cleared the main activity.
What are my orders?
Thanks to Luminous math on inside the walls of Fallen Bridge, prepare to submit the villagers to the question. They are convinced that several witches live in there, and they're right. These fanatics of the light seem willing to do whatever it takes to eliminate the witches. With a little push from you, they might burn Fallen Bridge and all its inhabitants. But there might be a more subtle way to use it that would also allow you to save the world. Entire population of fallen bridges waiting in the central square, closely watched by inquisitors. It's easy to mix in the crowd, almost impossible to keep it. The Sancto Illumina has done a great job. The witches are trapped, and it's a question of time before they discover. Your supple mix in among the crowd is both the best hiding place and the best position from which to influence the goings on. Hellas horseman is ready.
If you want something done right, do it yourself. Reality is but a toy to me. The limit to my power is my imagination.
Hellas horseman noticed a group of innocent villagers who looked nervous. Slipping among them, he intones a somber incantation that immediately attracts the Sancto Illumina's attention. The people around them soon became a hateful mob, cursing and spurning those they used to call neighbor. Deep down, all of these people are relieved to escape from the Inquisitor's suspicion. Their egotistical satisfaction at the upcoming execution of innocent people only strengthens your holds on their soul. They don't know it yet, but they already belong to you.
The nightmare is only beginning.
Terror effects appear in all zones in a line. Depending on the type of zone they affect, each terror effect increases your terror gauge by 1 point. Every 4 points gained, you gain a level of terror, increase your chance of attaining wicked skills. Falling effect will affect the zone situated in one night. On arrival in this zone, you receive 60 souls. On arrival in this zone, you discover a trait for one of your
Souls rotten with vice.
Headed as your order, Master. What's the next mission?
It's not my head, but it'll do. It's not my head, but it'll do.
The current zone is under.
Finally, fresh souls to torment.
Okay. Agreed, and infuse the souls you give me the skill, Twist of Fate. Strength that has been greatly multiplied. The harvest was good. The skill Twist of Fate now possesses rarity. The wicked as stipulated in our pact.
Simple mortal trinkets. A conductor of souls. All those innocent souls I harvested will finally be of use.
After each combat, the holders max HP and SP permanently increased by 2. The character earns +2 in all their social characteristics. Each time the holder poses as a social test, you earn a die.
Choose quickly. Evil will not spread by itself.
Beginning and end of your turn, suffer 7 to 10 HP. Ooh.
What are my orders?
As they enter the abandoned shack cemetery, two couple notice something strange, a huge pile of corpse. As they come closer to examine the mystery, Greg Diver calls out to them. They were coming to drop off the body, right back out, and put it in the common grave. This damn white plague reaching the countryside, I don't have any space for new residents. The worst part is that all these plagues infected bodies don't wrong. There has to be some dark magic at work. They're somewhere unsure of it. They give anything to get rid of these bodies. The gravedigger isn't joking when he says the cemetery is full. There are more tombstones than there are trees in the forest. The graves are so full that each one forms a small burial mound. Of course, includes men and women, young and old. The epidemic spares no one. They are all as pale ghosts, as if they had been drained all their blood. It's called the White Plague. Here looks nervously at her disciple. There was in line. The bodies look as fresh as the day they died. Unknown magic tools beneath the skin be able to do it.
You want something done right, do it yourself. My power is absolute.
You give the orders, I carry them out.
The swordman rips open the flesh to extract the heart, from which the magic seemed to emanate. He extracted as much magic as possible in order to create a demonic talisman. Heart. Terrified by the spectacle, just one of the great deer flees from the cemetery yourself. Okay? His reward for enabling the creation of this new relic.
These relics will only make our conquest more bloody. Perfect.
First skill. After each combat, recuperate 4 diabolical essence. The fountainless tag no longer heal the devil. Each time you sacrifice a skill, at my age, I'm very hard to impress. Congratulations.
Knowledge is power.
Not my head, but it'll do.
Can you go back?
None must escape. Who should I kill?
What game are we playing?
Hunger! Don't hold anything back. I'll do likewise.
Dirt tastes like. Oh, you're going to love it.
Oh? I'm listening, Master.
Crawl, mortals. From now on, you belong to me. Scream as loud as you can. What a charming valley. My disciples will have to fix that. The waters of the Styx offer inlet.
Reach the boss of the book, all you have to do is defeat it. Just like Red Threads, there will never be secondary activities in these zones. The book will always end with the final combat, and each book has its own boss.
I guide my disciples to Van Helsing's lair. He is there, surrounded by his men. He is waiting for us. The news of my return does not seem to have shaken him. And so battle is engaged. Van Helsing. Finally we meet again. Prepare to suffer an eternity of torment, mortal.
What game are we playing? Mirror, mirror, who shall die tonight?
Who should I kill? Hunger!
I'm listening, Master.
Who should I kill? Lack of discipline. What's keeping us of this vermin, disciples?
How did he beat this guy?
My disciples are defeated. Van Helsing brushed them aside with the swipe of a hand. What a humiliation. The growing influence of the Sanctuary Lumen has sapped my strength. I order my disciples to retreat towards a location from where we shall launch a different kind of attack.
Where's the feet? What the heck? This is so high.
Interesting.